sad statistic for the city of Philadelphia. Though we are just 12 days into 2022, there have already been at least 19 murders.
Yeah, one of those potential victims was a 50-year-old woman found dead in Bensalem. Action News' Walter Perez live in West Oak Lane now with more on her story and this already very violent year, Walter.
That's right, Brian and Shari. As you mentioned, we're here in West Oak Lane where the victim lived most of her life. Here is where we also spoke with the victim's best friend, who is hoping for swift justice in this case. Pennsylvania State Police released this photo over the weekend. A tattoo on the body of a person found murdered in the Chamonix State Park in Bensalem. It didn't take long before family and friends realized the victim was 50-year-old Lisa Jennings of Philadelphia. Kenya Walker of West Oak Lane says Lisa was more than just her best friend. They were like sisters.
She's a good daughter, sister, cousin. She didn't have any children, but she adopted everybody's children as her own. She was actually a godmother of all 8 of my children.
Bucks County District Attorney Matt Weintraub says Walker was stabbed and slashed repeatedly, but he says it does not appear she was murdered in Bensalem.
The evidence at least points to her being murdered not in the park, but rather in a location in Philadelphia.
If that's the case, the murder of Lisa Jennings would only add to Philadelphia's skyrocketing homicide rate. There have already been at least 19 homicides in the city less than 2 weeks into the new year. That marks a 46% increase over this time last year, a year that ended with 562 homicides, the most in Philadelphia history. Dr. Katerina Roman, a professor at Temple University's Criminal Justice Department, says, simply put, this trend is moving in the wrong direction.
Our homicide rate in Philadelphia has been increasing since about 2016, not as much per year it has been in the last 2 years since the pandemic.
Meanwhile, Kenya Walker has this message for the person who took her best friend's life.
Just turn yourself in. It's not worth it. You cannot live with this on your shoulders. Just turn yourself in.
So far, no arrests have been made. Anyone with any information about the murder of Lisa Jennings is asked to call police. Reporting live from West Oak Lane, Walter Perez, Channel 6 Action News. Shari?
So I wanted to give you an update on the story about Lisa Shireen Jennings. A man yesterday related to her, she was 50 years old. She was a 50-year-old black female from Philadelphia who was found dead in a state park earlier this month of 2022. A man has been charged with her murder. Andrew D. Jennings, 20 years old of Philadelphia, was charged yesterday with murder. That would be January the 26th, 2022. He was also charged with possessing instruments of crime, obstructing justice, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence in the stabbing death of Lisa Shireen Jennings, who was also confirmed to be his aunt, according to authorities. Jennings' body was found by a visitor in a portion of the park around 10 a.m. on January the 8th of 2022. In an attempt to identify her body, responding troopers publicly shared an image of a tattoo on her right arm which spelled out her name, Lisa. As a result, family members of the victim came forward and positively identified her as Lisa Shireen Jennings. Guys, we're only into 2022. We're still in January. The month isn't even over, and we've had a number of black femicide stories that I have been highlighting on this channel. Unfortunately, there never is an end to the content that I could share on these stories. It's the sad truth of what's going on in our world today. And again, I want to highlight and bring awareness to black women, especially because this is a problem in our community. So rest in peace, Lisa Shireen Jennings. Like the video, share her story, share the video, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified when I post new content and when I go live. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, and God bless.